Hello. Good evening. Sorry, starting a little late. How are you doing, Ranpuma? I forgot the I've already forgotten how to. I forgot the hotkey for turning off this picture. Doing good? Great. Oh, we don't have the bug anymore. Or maybe if I start walking, it'll happen. Well, if it's not happening right away, I'm not gonna worry about turning off the lighting. There's, I don't know, atmospheric lighting is what I mean. I sold a bunch of stuff. So now we're not gonna get that message about the reaching our inventory capacity. I don't remember if we get to come back here. I don't remember what's over there. Oh well. Let's go ahead and go where I think we're supposed to go. I wonder if we can tell that guy about stuff that transpired. Hi, guy.
Something you need?
I was attacked.
I was attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? But she seemed like the most stable one here.
She was a huntress pledged to the matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Alright. I guess there's no benefit to letting him know. Just some little story, I guess. That's always nice. Lore is what I live for. Gosh, it looks so much better. Please, nobody turn to blobs because I like this. It's gonna be right at the last area and everyone turns into blobs. Okay, I think we can go this way now. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and save it here just in case we don't get to come back. I kind of want to know what's in that back area that set off alarms when we tried to go through. Okay, let's go. Ooh. Arachnite soldier, where? Oh, there it is.
Take cover!
Kinda want to save lift for when there's a bunch of them. Of course Liara doesn't care. She's like, lift? Here you go. Did somebody say lift? Let me make sure there's no items over here. I don't think the items highlight whenever you're in combat mode. Activating combat mode. almost made it. Shotgun Firestorm. Wonder if that's better. No. I kept all of my assault rifles. At least I sold any duplicates. Because the people that use them are not in my group right now. I didn't feel comfortable selling them all. Alright, everyone's using what they need. What they need to. Oh, this is it here. Alright. Can I save it right here? Oh, I can. Otherwise, it might start me backwards. I don't think I can tell her to use first aid, even though she can use it. What is this? Oh, rally. Okay. Let me just double check that she can. Yeah, she has first aid. Blobs.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I don't care.
Indeed. What have you told her about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
Bless you.
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
Indeed.
Can I look all the way around? Okay, good. Let's... Alright, for now, let's push this person backwards. Ouch. Coming in from over there and behind us. Still not ready to lift. Okay, gosh, he takes so long. Can I lift her? I don't think I can. Okay, I think that person's dead. Alright, everyone attack this.
Locked on. I need a target.
Someone hitting me? There's really nothing I can do right now. Alright, baby, I love you. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Okay, I don't think she can hit me from here. Oh wait, there's two people. There's someone over there somewhere. I don't see them. Alright, we're just gonna have to hope I don't die while I wait for my Medi-gel stuff to recharge. Oh, I see them.
Padlock on.
Okay, I don't think Lady Benezia will move. She's just sitting there. I wish I could tell Tally to heal me. What's this?
I don't have an ankle.
Is someone getting hurt by her? I don't think she can reach us. I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
she...
have an ankle.
Oh, he's actually out here now. Hey, Stone Gamers Deuce, how are you doing? I don't really remember this being this difficult. I kind of want to advance, but there's all these bombs. Actually, let's... I wonder if I can safely throw. I might die. Oh! Oh, he's dead. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. That's right. Oh, shit. Oh, they're all right here. I chose the wrong place for this. Okay, which of these explodes? You did her as the first mission, even the last, so I could level up. Always hard. Yeah, they are pretty difficult. What's this? Draws objects towards it? I don't think there's anything around here that will be drawn to it. This is gonna be tough. Okay, let's stasis one of these things, maybe. Yeah, I've got a feeling I'm gonna die. What's the blue thing? Oh, it's Liara. She's gonna die too. What has she got? Then certain radius. So let's try and disable them. And let's try and stasis this person. Or, oh wait, she's got lift. Let's lift this one. Move. Come on. Are they dead? Okay, good, they're all dead. She's just shooting at us from over there. Alright. I'm not sure, but I think that's everyone. I don't want to send them over there, I just want them to attack her. There's really no good angle to attack her at. Hey, Mana, how are you doing? We need her niblets. There's some. Oh, there's more people. We're not done yet. Alright, let's rally, I guess. And stop crouching!
Lock on.
Oh, come on. You're doing better now that your surgery is done? Oh! I am glad your surgery is done as well. Alright, we're gonna sit here and wait for my first aid to come back. This is gonna be hard. But luckily Benezia's on the other side of this glass and she can't hurt us, I don't think. I hope you recover well, by the way.
Target not acquired.
Thank you for letting me know, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and
Have an angle.
I'm gonna take these out so they can't use them against me. Alright, we're going to lift. She is going to lift. I guess just go in and attack, or single.
Target not acquired.
Well then acquire it! Shoot her right in the dome. Whoa, what? Oh.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
I expected better from Asari commandos.
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
How can he compel you? He's not even here.
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
No, I'm not gonna kill the Arachnite Queen, just because meta knowledge. Your lack of Wi-Fi sucks. No! Yeah, somehow we got through this.
The ship that attacked Eden Prime? I didn't think anything that size could land on a planet.
It has a very powerful Mass Effect drive, but that is not Sovereign's true power. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How do you lose a relay?
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
She's hot if you like veiny tatas, I guess. Let's see. Give it to me.
Tell me where the Mu Gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should...
Mother! I... Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die!
Look at her, please. Oh, it's because we're not. Don't have her stuff open. Well, we can't pew pew yet. I've got to be strategic sometimes. She's not really using weapons. I don't think she can really do anything. Just let her do whatever. There's more enemies. The enemies are everywhere! Okay, they're down there. Can't move. What the hell? This thing has been stuck here. I can't move. We'll have to go around, I guess. Oh, she's got it. Thank you. Nope, nope. That one's gotta move. Oh, come on. There's just one left, I think. Dang it. Oh, come on. Let's just go around, you guys. They tried to come after us. Now you're a sitting duck. She fell down there. Wait, what? Her head poked up through the floor.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
First you turn on the Council, now on Saren. You're not loyal to anything, are you?
I suppose that is how history will know me.
Mother!
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
Oh, that's right. We leveled up like twice. What do I want? Oh, she's Demona from Gargoyles? Wow. That's a blast from the past. Let's just do some Spectre training, I guess. Or first aid. Ugh, but I really want Unity. Ugh, but people shouldn't die anyway. Ugh! really like Lift. It's humorous. We got a katana shotgun. Nice. We are sisters, you and I.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
Suddenly the voices got super loud.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
I'll kill them cheerfully.
Alright. I don't think they'll give me a choice anyway.
Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
Look, those tanks? Acid. Strong enough to kill anything, no matter its biology. They wouldn't have installed that if they weren't afraid of the consequences of her getting loose.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
I know, right? It looks awesome with the mods. Is that an alarm? Oh, we're probably gonna be attacked now that we've released her. Okay, got some medi-gel, I guess. See if there's items to be picked up. I doubt it, but you never know. But yeah, we went ahead and saved her. There is a very small positive thing that happens if you save her, but it's like so small. And you don't even get to witness it until the third game. But oh well. It's still a nice small thing. I get confused which direction to go. No! No! Okay. Could you... Can I get... Okay. Can you guys move, please? Come on. Go over there. Please. Please. Thank you. Oh, we can't go back the way we came? This is where we came from, right? Shh, yeah. Alright, so I don't see any other things to pick up. Let's get out. Let's go. Hopefully we can still go in that one area, although I doubt it. It won't be the end of the world if we can't go over there. So how's everyone's evening going? I don't really get much time to talk when there's people, the dialogues going on. Are you certain you wish to leave? The situation in Hot Labs has not yet been resolved? I've killed everything, I think. I can't even go back. Oh, there's another door. I didn't see it. Did I say weekend? Or did I say evening? How's everyone's evening going? Okay. I think I said evening. My brain is going. Evening's going slowly. Wait, is this where we came from? Okay, well, let's go the other way. This way. Can't summon the elevator. This looks like there might be things to fight. Maybe. Oh, hey.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Are you telling me I shouldn't kill these things?
Actually, I was to tell you the opposite. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Okay. Why did I do it?
All clear.
Okay, is it this way? I guess it's gonna be something we figure out on our own. I don't remember doing this part. Let's see. Oh, do I just talk to Mira?
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
I said living. She's dead. Hopefully the queen has gotten away and initiating the purge isn't gonna do anything.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Mumbles something.
Six Emperor Tyrann.
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
Yeah, okay.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper
Who would
code.
have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Okay. Where does body go? It's just gone. Alright, well... Oh! There it is. Did I get the code? I don't know, let's go see. Take a gander.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
I guess we did.
Code input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
You got quieter all of a sudden. Can I aim further back? Die, please? Oh, shoot. I don't think we're gonna kill all these. We gotta make a run for it. No! Oh, my noggin. Last save, I guess? Is this before or after?
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Whoops.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
but I
okay.
can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations.
We're
Yar-
moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Alright, next time we're just gonna run. There's way too many of them. Probably lift as many as I can and just run. I don't know why I did that.
Online.
We're gonna
How
attack
can I
Mira!
help you?
That's for shouting in my ears.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 8.
Go, go, go! Run, please. Okay, don't run, that's fine. Oh, I'm fatigued.
Perimeter clear.
Whoa. Oh, was that it? Oh, I thought it affected the entire place. I don't know. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Yes. Everyone's blurry. Oh.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the...
What? There's no point.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Jeez. I really don't like her.
I won't be a puppet for the Asari. I give the orders around
Oops.
here, understood?
I don't think I wanted to do that.
Forgive me, Commander. I was only trying to help.
Oh well.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
I meant to chew out Ashley or whatever her name is.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
I'm a Spectre. I can do whatever I want. It's not my problem.
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. My children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
I think they berate me no matter what. They'll find something. If it's not the Rachni Queen, it's something else. Let's go have some chatty time with... I don't even remember his name. Oh my god. It's been too long, I can't remember their names. Caden, that's it. Hey guys, sweating over here.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Personal crap? I ain't interested.
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
I said have a seat!
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
I wasn't speaking to you as my commanding officer, ma'am. I don't want to send any bad signals. Just, working on what I've picked up. You tell me if I'm going too far.
Stop being vague.
We haven't had much off-duty time to talk. You have an issue with how things are going?
I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
Do you have an example? Cut to the chase.
Talk to me, Caden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
I wish Kaidan wasn't so quiet. I can't turn him up. He doesn't have a switch.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to New Beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
Is this the part where I fix you? I kind of want to choose that one.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
You're assuming a lot.
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
You're out of line. I'm interested, but not now.
You're not out of line, Kaidan. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
Alright.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. T'Soni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
We'll talk later, Kaidan.
I'd like that.
Do I have more stuff? I do. I guess we are gonna be doing a mix of Renegade and Paragon. Because sometimes I had to use Paragon choices to get a lot of lore, and that's kind of what I'm going for. But I think the opposite is also true. There are certain Renegade choices that should bring out the lore. What? 0?
Yes, Commander?
Oh,
is there
gosh.
something you need?
Are you okay?
How did you end up serving on
I enlisted. I want... But humanity needs the Alliance.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I guess she just doesn't get any new dialogue.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Forget about it.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
Are you gonna be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's disgusting!
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Oh.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
How do they deal with What? Oh, well. I guess we never do. I don't think you ever do find out who her other parent is.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I believe we still have one more mission to do. It's the one I usually do first, but I did it last this time. Guess let's go down. Ooh, I kind of don't want to talk to Rex right now. Let's save it real quick. Number 62.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt. Just saying, Commander.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on
It's me.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Charming.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting you could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I meet Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
That's silly.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Yeah, attack.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
No.
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did. Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vidmails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Boys, no control.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
That's nasty.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
That was pointless.
You were right about one thing. That wasn't interesting. And where was your father during all this?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
What's this crap? I'm bored now.
Poetry. You gonna bore the enemy to death, Marine?
Doubt it'll work on Geth, but I'll give it a shot. Just like to remember why we fight. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Sounds dull.
He must have been a very boring man.
He also brewed his own beer and played a mean baritone sax. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
Just yawn.
He's not a zombie, is he?
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Just keep it to yourself. Are you a fanatic?
You start preaching in the CIC, we'll have a problem.
Commander, I'm not some kind of zealot. I believe in God. What everyone else believes is their business. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
He's not a zombie, is he? Let's see. Maybe he is. He's a husk. We just kind of keep him. We keep him in an airlock where he can't hurt anybody.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
An Elcor?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Damn.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Interesting.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Don't tell me that.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but C-Sec headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was Disable that ship. Stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stop the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that, but Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Alright, got a little side quest. So much talking to do. I wish their voices were loud enough for everyone to hear. Oh, I hate this room.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen, but it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it. Not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Something I can do for you, Commander?
No.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Okay, can't talk to this guy. Alright, I guess let's talk to Rex. He's gonna be upset about the Rachni Queen being released, I think.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
What can you tell me about the Genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Alright, I think we've heard this dialogue before.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I think you missed all the sad part. But welcome back. I mean, you'll be getting up soon anyways to come home. I think we're finally done speaking with everyone. Let's look around up here. I don't think Joker and everyone else really gets new dialogue. Everyone has a bigger role, I think, in the second game, but this game, not so much. No new journal entries. Or not journal entries, codex entries. Alright, well, since we're ending soon anyways, and there's nothing else to do other than travel and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for now. I guess tomorrow, I think we're gonna go back to the Citadel and see if there's any new quests there as well, and then after that we'll do some side quests before we go to the last location. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching me play Mass Effect. Should be back tomorrow with more Mass Effect, unless something happens, but I'm not planning on anything happening. So you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!